the Soviet Union built a system for nuclear revenge. Even if everyone was dead, the missiles would still launch automatically. It was called Dead Hand. During the Cold War, fear controlled both superpowers. The Soviet Union believed a nuclear attack could happen at any moment. Leaders feared they might be destroyed before giving orders. So a terrifying idea was created deep underground. A system designed to respond automatically. Even if command centers were destroyed. Even if military leaders were dead. The retaliation would still happen. The project remained highly secret for years. Only a few people knew it existed. Deep inside Soviet bunkers, the system waited silently. It constantly monitored signs of nuclear war, radiation levels, seismic activity, communications. Everything was watched carefully. The machine was always listening. The system was known as Perimeter. But the world later called it Dead Hand. Its purpose was terrifyingly simple. Guarantee nuclear retaliation no matter what happened. Even after total destruction. If the Soviet Union was attacked, the system would activate. First, it searched for signs of nuclear explosions. Then it checked military communications. If command lines suddenly went silent, the system assumed the country had fallen. Human approval was still possible at first. Officers inside bunkers could stop the process. But if nobody responded, the machine continued alone. That was the terrifying part. Dead Hand could launch missiles automatically. Without politicians. Without generals. Without survivors. Just the machine making the final decision. Underground rockets were prepared for this moment. They carried launch commands across the country. Once launched, nuclear missiles would follow automatically. Submarines and silos would receive the signal. The retaliation would begin immediately. The system was designed during extreme Cold War tension. Both sides feared a surprise attack. Trust between nations had almost disappeared. Fear became part of military strategy. And Dead Hand became the final insurance policy. Some believed the system prevented war. Others believed it made the world more dangerous. One mistake could trigger disaster. One false signal could change history forever. The risk was terrifying. Deep underground, the system remained active for years. Waiting silently in the darkness. Watching the world above. Ready for the worst possible moment. Ready to end everything. Imagine a world after nuclear destruction. Cities destroyed. Communications gone. Leaders missing. Silence everywhere. But deep underground, the system still works. Signals are confirmed. The launch sequence begins. Missiles rise from hidden silos. Nuclear retaliation becomes unstoppable. All controlled by a machine. Dead Hand became one of the darkest projects of the Cold War. A machine designed for the end of the world. Built from fear and distrust. Hidden beneath the Soviet Union for years. Most people never knew it existed. Even today, parts of the system remain mysterious. Some believe versions still exist. Waiting silently underground. A reminder of how close humanity came to destruction. And how fear nearly automated nuclear war.